Hi everyone, thank you for joining this webinar. In this webinar, we'll discuss the deal ticket and how to place a trade. So first of all, you go to the magnifying glass, the top left-hand side of the screen, and this is obviously your product search selection. Here you'll find a different array of asset classes that we offer, and obviously the product that you'd like to trade. Here I've simply clicked the search option on single stocks and come up with American Airlines, just purely coincidental, just so I can show you during the American market hours how to open up the deal ticket. Simply select the product name, sell or buy on the price, and it will bring up the deal ticket in front of you. I'll remove the rest for simplicity. First of all, I'll quickly run through what these three options explain along the top of the deal ticket. Place trade, simply put, this means that whatever information that you fill in the boxes below, you will be entered at the current market price for the asset. Place order, this is different because this will enter you, in this case as a sell trade, into a position at your required entry price. So this is something that you personalize yourself. So if I wanted to enter a trade below the current sell price, then obviously I would be placing the price that I specify into this box. And should this be hit, then you'll be entered into a live trade at that specified price. An OCO order, simply put, this just means that once you fill in the information for both order 1 and order 2, they can either be both buy or both sell, or one or the other, then whichever one is to get executed first, it will automatically cancel the other trade that was there as an entry order waiting to be executed. So we'll go back to the market position, which would be place trade. So this is at the current market price. Firstly, stake size, simply put, I'm on a spread betting account here. £1 a point stake size. Should remember the unit values as well on this particular product. So for American stocks, it'll be 0.01. So each movement is 0.01. So every time this number here on the far side moves, I'll be making or losing £1 per point because that's my stake size. Force open, this just means that should you wish to have two opposing positions running on the same product, you would select this box and then you could have a buy and a sell trade running at the same time on the same asset. Should you not select this box and you have a sell trade currently running as an example, and you later go in and place a buy trade, then that will automatically close out the sell trade that you previously had running. So this is important if you're looking to hedge positions, so just bear that in mind. Further information can be found if you just hover your mouse over this box, and you'll see it will give you a bit more of an explanation about that. So I'll take that just so you can see what it looks like should it be ticked. Stop loss, obviously this is the price in which, in a worst case scenario, should your trade value diminish, then it would close out the trade at stop loss value. Take profit, as you can see here, I've added as the settings for price. So these can be adjusted. So the way that you'd adjust these settings so you can change it would be looking at this settings icon to the top right hand side of the deal ticket. And you'll see stake size here. But for stop loss and take profit, you'd be concerned with these four options that you have. So currently I have it as price. So simply put, my minimum distance would be 0.1. So just bear this in mind when it comes to different products. If you hover your mouse over, it'll give you the minimum distance that you can have a stop loss put at. And in this case, obviously being price, my stop loss is 36.13 and my current take profit is 35.75. If I wanted to change this, as I said, go to here. Units is maybe the most simple way of doing things because it disregards the unit values in terms of 0.01 or 1. It just treats it as per point movement. So in this case, as stop loss value is 20 units, I'm losing potentially £20 given my stake size is £1. 1 times the 20, £20, and the take profit would be making £18. So that's just purely the units of the points movement that has to occur in order for my stop loss to be hit or my take profit to be hit. As you can see at the bottom here, you have the effective margin rate. This will always be set at the base margin rate for whatever product that you're looking at and can be adjusted up to 100%. So the advantage of doing this, if you're looking at 100% trading, then you would be tracking the asset class at a one-to-one basis. And you can see that now the margin requirement, having previously been at the base margin rate of 20%, now you would be covering the full trade value with the margin requirement as a one-to-one trade. So you're effectively taking away the leveraging and your margin used will now match the trade value. So there's no borrowing that's occurring here. Thus, there'll be no financing that would occur should you be borrowing funds. And obviously remaining tax-free as a spread bet, very advantageous if you're looking for some longer term positions, particularly on single stocks compared to traditional stock trading. So just quickly to go back to the settings icon on the top right hand side, I'm going to move this back down to the base margin rate. You can see how simple it is to slide all the way up to 100. A lot of the brokers will actually do tiered margin rates, which can be unfavorable because it doesn't let you personalize how much you're putting down. The slider, very simple, anywhere up to 100% can be covered from the base margin rate, obviously. Back to the settings icon here. If you wanted to look at your profit and loss as a percentage target, then you know that you can type in 6% stop loss as an example, 5% take profit. So should the price move by 6% in the wrong direction, my stop loss would mean that I close out that trade. Should a 5% gain happen on the price for my take profit, then the trade will be closed at my take profit level. And then if we look at monetary risk and reward, so currently that was based on the figures that I just previously put in there. If I didn't want to lose more than £20 on this trade, I'm selecting £20 as my stop loss level. If my profit target, let's say, again, just for simplicity, £20, you can see the monetary value of the stop loss and the take profit is now in my head what I'd like to make based on my stake size. So effectively, that's everything we're looking for. If you want to place that trade, I simply select place sell trade. Trade confirmation ticket will come up. To check the progress of my trade, I simply go to the up and down arrow, and you can see that my current open positions, I have that trade running. Thank you for listening.